Okay, the first question on here is two things to remember about applying stop actions. Two things to remember about applying a stop action. Well, one, let's apply a stop action here to scene 2. First thing is I want my actions on a unique layer. I want my actions on a unique layer. I want you've written that down, okay? Actions. So I have a layer specifically called action. And the action, second thing, the action must be on a keyframe. The action must be on a keyframe. So I've made a keyframe at the end of the scene, and I'm going to apply a stop action to it. Window actions, and we're going to double click stop. If you see the timeline there, there's a little A above the keyframe signifying that there is an action. Okay, something you have to know. Now, so that applied to stop action here. Let's go back to scene 1. Let's take this 2 button out. Oh, let's take the 2 button out. Now, let's talk about buttons. Two things remember while using buttons. Let's drag it out here. One, buttons should be on a unique layer. Buttons should be on a unique layer. All right, so I have a layer here for my buttons. Now the big one here, I guess I wish I would have put a screenshot on here. I didn't. Look here, burn this image into your head. The button, the action is being applied to the button. I can tell that because it says scene 2 button. That is the name of the button. The action must be applied to the button, not the frame. It's very, very easy to make a mistake, especially if you made a keyframe to insert your button, which would be something that you'd probably do to apply the action onto the frame. If you do that, you can confuse the computer because you may put a go-to action at the same time you put a stop action. The computer won't know what to do. Okay, so we're going to apply action. What does the play action do? A play action plays the movie. A go action, actually it should be a go-to action, allows you to choose a scene to make it go to. So we're making this go to scene 2. Oh. Okay, we'll make that go to scene 2. When you look at it, again, I don't have a screenshot of this. I really should have. I look at the code on release. That means when you let go of the button, it's going to go. If you don't see that on release, your button's not going to work. Okay, because that means the code is being applied to the frame, not the button, and that will create issues. Okay, that will create an issue. So now when I test this movie, control test movie, it stops. If I go to 2, it's going to stop at 2 because I put a stop action on 2. All right, that's your action script. You've got to be able to go from scene to scene to scene. So in your then now later, my then now later is incomplete. If I were to turn it in, I get a failing grade because I have an intro scene and scene 1 and scene 2. You guys will have a intro, a then scene, a now scene, and a later scene. On your intro scene, I want to be able to go to then, now, and later. Okay, on your intro scene, I want to be able to go to then, now, later. All right, that's this movie. Tomorrow, we're going to, let's stop. Any questions about this? Yes, what's your question? You don't have a question. No questions.